Good morning, students. Yesterday we have seen the first step of the formation of the joint stock company, that was promotion. Now we are moving towards the second stage, that is incorporation stage. What we did in the incorporation stage, incorporation of the company is the second stage in the formation of the company. Incorporation refer to the registration of the company under the Company Act 1956. The main steps under the incorporation stage are: first one is filing of necessary documents. At the first stage, what we will have to do, we have to file certain necessary documents. What are these documents? So once the registrar approve the name, the following document have to be submitted with the registrar. First one is MOA, that is Memorandum of Association. Memorandum of Association is the most important document of the company. Clear? Remember this thing. MOA is the most important document of the company. It is also known as chartered of the company. We will study it later on in detail. What is the memorandum of association and what are its content. So first important document which you will have to submit is MOA. Second one is AOA, Article of Association. We will also discuss about this later on. Third one is statement of authorized capital. Fourth document, a list of directors with their name, address, occupation and age. Fifth document is written consent of the directors to act as director. Clear? In this document, the director will give their written consent, written permission that they are ready to work as a director. Notice of the address of the registered office of the company. Clear? Where will be the address of the registered office of the company? We will have to submit it to in the registrar office. Statutory declaration stating that all the formalities related to the formation of the company are duly completed, and apart from this, a certificate or a document is given that all the formalities have been completed for the formation of the company. There are many formalities we will have to complete. So these are the some documents which is submitted in the registrar office before incorporation. Second step is payment of fees. Along with filing the above document, a prescribed fee of registration also have to be deposited. The amount of registration fee depends upon the amount of authorized capital. Clear? Authorized capital means the capital for which company is registered. So registration fee will vary according to authorized capital. In second step, what we are doing, we are paying the fees of the registration. Third step is registration. The registrar will verify all the document submitted, and he also check the receipt of fees deposited. If he is satisfied with the validity and authenticity of the documents submitted, then the registrar enter the name of the company in his register. Now whatever documents we have given, mentioned about the documents we have given, and the payment of fees is made. After that, registrar will verify all the documents, and if he is satisfied with the authenticity of the document, then what will he do? He will issue a certificate of the he will enter the name of the company in his रजिस्टर्ड। क्लियर बेटा? ऊपर लिखे हुए सारे डॉक्यूमेंट देने के बाद और फी पेमेंट करने के बाद वो आपके पूरे डॉक्यूमेंट वेरीफाई करेगा, और यदि वो उन डॉक्यूमेंट की अथेंटिसिटी वैलिडिटी से सेटिस्फाई है तो वो आपका नाम, आपकी कंपनी का नाम अपने रजिस्टर में नोट कर लेगा। दिस इज द थर्ड स्टेप। फोर्थ पॉइंट, फोर्थ स्टेप, सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन। आफ्टर एंटरिंग द नेम ऑफ द कंपनी इन द रजिस्टर्ड, the registrar issue a certificate of incorporation. From this date onwards, the company is considered as separate legal entity. Clear? And after the noting down the name in the register, the registrar will issue certificate of incorporation, and from that day your company will come into existence and considered as separate legal entity. हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ सेपरेट लीगल एंटिटी। अब आपको समझाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है मुझे कि सेपरेट लीगल एंटिटी क्या होती है। यदि क्वेश्चन, इफ द क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड when company become the separate legal entity, so your answer will be after the issuing of the certificate of incorporation. Clear? As you get the certificate of incorporation, your company will become separate legal entity and you can move ahead. Now there are some effect of the certificate of incorporation. A company is legally born on the date printed on certificate of incorporation. It is considered as separate legal entity with perpetual succession only from this date. You know also very well what is separate legal entity and what is perpetual succession. So as which date is mentioned in the certificate of incorporation? It is the date of birth of the company. The certificate of incorporation is a conclusive evidence of the company existence of the company, legal existence of the company. Whatever may be deficiency in the formalities, once the certificate is issued, it is conclusive evidence that company came to existence on the date mentioned on the certificate of incorporation. Clear? As I told you earlier also that the date on which certificate has been issued, that date will be considered as date of birth of the company. Clear beta? Is there any doubt till now? If you have any doubt, then okay. So I am telling you, follow some points that will make it more clear. The condition is that the certificate of first condition is the certificate of incorporation was issued on 24th August, whereas the certificate date was written as 22nd August. The company is considered to be born on 22nd August only. So all the dealing carried out or carried on 23rd August will be considered legal, although the certificate was issued on 24th of August. Clear? What does it mean? That the date which was written on the certificate of incorporation was 22nd August, but due to some reason the issue date was 24 August. So what will be the date of birth of the company? The date of birth of the company will be 22nd August, which is mentioned in the certificate of incorporation, although it was issued on the 24th of August. So if there is any contract taking place on the 23rd August, then it will be valid. Clear? Because it is taking place after the date of certificate of incorporation. Clear? Is there any doubt? I think it all should be clear, because it is very simple. You will have to remember the points that I taught you, and if you have any doubt you can ask me. Clear beta? Okay, thank you so much.